Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, following the same pattern which I generally follow on my channel, that before any important major transition or transit of the planet, I just give a sneak peek of that, like which all zodiac signs are going to have a leverage, what could be the importance of this upcoming transit, so that you can plan yourself accordingly. So guys, in the month of November, around, like, now I do not know whether you follow the mean node calculation or the true node calculation, but based on the calculation I follow, Rahu is going to be transiting in the Satabhisha Nakshatra, its own territory, on November 23rd. So beyond any doubt guys, Rahu is going to be very powerful. And in the modern day times, if there is one planet which can completely change your stars or fortune, the way, see, a lot of the people make a comparison between, oh, in 90s we have seen those desktop computers, we have seen those Nokia mobiles, and they make a comparison. But the way things are revolutionizing now because of the AI and all, so I would say that it's not like you have to wait for a decade. With every few months, like, things are getting revolutionized, and all of that can only happen because of the Rahu. So guys, also you have to understand the difference between that when a planet is going to be in its own sign, and the difference between a planet in its own nakshatra. Because whenever a planet in its own nakshatra, you will see a sense of purity in the functioning of that planet. See guys, I was listening to this spiritual story. So the speaker was highlighting that even in the path of the spirituality and all, the emotional and the mental churning and transformation is very important. Sometimes what happened, he mentioned this story that there was this guy, he was like very good businessman, have built many businesses, many franchisees, but then because his health started getting deteriorated and he wanted to connect with some higher purpose and all, so then he thought that I will get into spirituality. He was a very good speaker. So sooner or later, he started having good followers as well. Now, for a layman, he abandoned the worldly and the material ties. But he started implementing the same in the spirituality as well. Now he started building up ashram, one ashram after another ashram. Same is the way some people say this thing that ever since we have gotten into spirituality and we have abandoned our family and all, but they start getting more attached now to their guru bhai and their disciples and all. So that is what I'm trying to say when we talk about Rahu. See, like the way guys, every planet has got its own way of connecting you with the higher truth and the higher purpose. Saturn does the same job through delays, through struggle, so that once you get that, after a lot of the struggle, you value it. When we talk about Rahu bring things in such a large quantity that it makes you go through that introspection, that how temporary the happiness could be. So that is the only reason in certain cases even Rahu can take you to spirituality. So, and again guys, when we talk about the functioning of the Rahu, I gave that reference in one of the last video as well. It only works on 3 planes. If you have to understand how Rahu function, it is coming from a person who has got a strong Rahu. My moon nakshatra on my ascendant, strong impact of Rahu. I started my life with the Rahu Dasha, so I have experienced Rahu a lot. So the first approach or way the Rahu function is where people are making money like anything. Sometimes I wonder what could be the motivation Elon Musk gets every day to work like 15 hours, 16 hours. So these are the typical cases of Rahu. From where does like people like who are like global leaders like Narendra Modi ji, Donald Trump, where do they get that much energy even after being of that age to function with such intensity? So all of that, like that motivation, that obsession to achieve things, that generally comes from the Rahu. There is a joke, like other planets can just make you incentives, can give you promotion, but Rahu can completely change the course, that it can add more zero, at the end of your earnings. Someone who was making like $25 an hour, and now suddenly that person is making $10,000 every deal. All that capacity, like you bought share of some company, now you are all getting that passive income. Money is coming to your account. Your money is making its money on its own. That is all Rahu. So that is the first way the dignified positive way we want it in the modern day times. That is one functioning of Rahu. Second functioning of Rahu is where people get stuck in a loop, obsessiveness, and that obsessiveness takes up the form of, this could be paranoia, this could be psychological problem, this could be obsession. So that is the second phase of the Rahu. And the third and the worst is when people have alcohol issue, they have bad company, they have like character issues, or this could be they are getting scammed, they are getting betrayed. So these are the only three ways why which Rahu function. So you have to make your choice. And like the way guys, I mentioned this thing that when Rahu is going to be like coming into its own terrain, its own domain, during that time it will be getting good support from other transiting planets as well. Somehow like Saturn will also come out of its like retrograde motion around November 27th, and Jupiter briefly is going to be exalted as well. So I mean to say a lot of the rising signs, zodiac signs are going to get benefited. Like the way I always say, to which all people this will be getting more applicable. Guys, astrology, the knowledge of astrology is all about how much it is getting applicable in your case. So let's say for example, if your moon nakshatra is of Rahu, right now you are going through the Rahu Mahadasha, you are in the business or field being represented by Rahu, or Rahu's placed in your ascendant, Rahu's conjunct with your ascendant lord, Rahu's placed in your 10th house, Rahu's conjunct with your moon, then definitely Rahu is going to have a major say in this period of time. And again guys, okay, I have been uploading the videos on the numerology separately, so the precise answers we get more from the calculation of the personal year. But even if I have to take into consideration the vibration of the universal year, so if you will make a sum total of the 2025, it will give you the number as the 9, like number connected with the planet Mars, which is generally connected with the termination, ending of things. But if you will make a sum total of 2026, so somehow it will have the energy of the universal year 1, means new beginnings for many people. So guys, now after like, before I will end this short concise video, so which all zodiac signs, like which all rising signs are my favorite pick, who will have a golden chance during this time? Obviously it is going to be benefiting other zodiac signs as well, other rising sign as well, but we will have our discussion on that in a separate elaborative video. In this video I will be just giving you my favorite pick, where people with this rising sign are going to be having that competitive edge or that leverage, because Rahu is going to be in a perfect alignment. So my first pick is going to be my rising sign Aries, because for Aries Rahu is going to be in the Sattbhisha in their 11th house. So this could be a very good money making time, many opportunities, lucrative deals, support from the community, awards, recognition, fame, all of that can happen for the Aries Lagna. My second favorite pick is the Taurus rising sign. So for the Taurus rising sign as well, Rahu is in the 10th house. Rahu is considered as very good over here if it is going to be placed, because in certain cases 11th house Rahu can make you slightly greedy as well, but the 10th house Rahu is like all geared up for achieving the goals and the targets, for proving itself. So the 10th house Rahu for the Taurus Lagna guys, Rahu's this transition in the Sattbhisha in the 10th house, if you're already working in the tech sector, you're in a import-export nature of work, you're planning to settle down in a foreign land, you're planning to start a business, you're planning to scale up your business in any of these capacity, you're connected with films, television, you have just released a movie and you are awaiting that PR response. So for the Taurus Lagna as well, this is going to be a golden time guys. My third favorite pick guys is the Virgo Lagna natives. So for the Virgo Lagna natives, Rahu is going to be transitioning in the Sattbhisha Nakshatra in your 6th house. So that means success in the competitive endeavors. No matter how high targets you will keep for yourself, there's going to be high possibility that you can achieve it. So a very golden time for the competitive situation. You're working as a lawyer, and again guys, Rahu thrives on the controversy, on the scandals. So okay, it's a wrong example to give in this time, but these days I've been putting a lot of the shorts and the stories, shorts basically. I was like surprised. I uploaded two shorts, like as per me, what could be the best placement of Saturn in the chart. And the second short was, what could be the worst placement of the Saturn in your chart. And as you can imagine, the one where I mentioned worst placement of the Saturn, that suddenly catapulted in terms of the views. It means more people are engaged in it, more people are interested in it. Now, I do not know why people they get more fascinated with the negative things first, because that was not my intent to do something like create a hype. I just wanted to do my job and give my best take. But more than the best, people are more interested in the worst. So this is what is the story of the Rahu in the 6th house, that it loves controversy, it loves to fight, it loves to be in a battlefield, in that kind of diplomatic situation. And again guys, it's not only Rahu in the 6th, it's like Rahu in the Sadbhisha. Sadbhisha has that quality, like out of the 3 nakshatras ruled by Rahu, like Adra, Swati, Sadbhisha, Rahu has this capacity in the Sadbhisha to get very, there's a Hindi word, Jununi, to get very obsessed for defeating, destroying its enemies. And the best part is that it destroys its enemies by entangling them in their own plan. So I mean to say, for the Virgo rising natives, Rahu being in the Sadbhisha in the 6th house will be a golden time for you. And guys, my last pick for this transition of Rahu in the Sadbhisha is the Sagittarius rising natives. So for the Sagittarius rising, Rahu is going to be transitioning in the Sadbhisha nakshatra guys in your 3rd house. So that in itself means that 3rd house Rahu in the Sadbhisha means whether you have any entrepreneurial like ventures, goals of yours, you are a skill based professional, like you are a designer or you are a dancer, you are an athlete, in any capacity, you're planning to initiate something, you're planning to launch something. Also guys, when we talk about all form of applied sciences, teachers, trainers, tutors, 3rd house becomes very important. So even for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, this is going to be the time for scaling up. So these all are my favorite picks. And for the rest of the rising signs, rest of the zodiac signs guys, wait for my next video in which I will come up with a elaborative explanation for all the rising signs. So yes friends, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for furthermore updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.